So my father is a sculptor, wood sculptor,
Okay.
and I'm more into photography, into visual arts.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
not good
Ah. No, you're not good. What?
at wood things
Okay.
like
Okay.
sculpting or yeah.
Yeah, but I do you have like a favorite exposition of yours? I've been seeing your work, we met in a famous project in Verona. And do you, from all the projects that you've done, do you have like a favorite one?
Projects or exhibitions? Projects, right?
You choose,
Um,
you choose, yeah, you choose.
Regarding exhibitions, no, I want to do more in the future. When I feel ready, I want to organize a personal exhibition, but very curated. Like I want to organize something special for projects. I don't have a favorite one. I think when projects are out, no,
Okay.
they lose a little bit of interest for me because it's always an act of discovery, creating something. Okay, so I'm very into the project where I'm doing it, and then it's just like I see it as something external to me, and also regarding a past version of myself.
Even
So
if it's like even if it's a memory or something like very important, a friend, or I seen like a nonna or something like
yeah, of
that.
course,
Okay,
of
okay,
course,
okay.
of course. The subjects or the memories are always important. Um, but yeah, I don't have a favorite one. I have every project remember me some feelings or a phase of life. I think the first one that was really important for me. It's a heaven is a state of mind,
Okay. When
and
when was it? When was it?
in 2022.
Okay. Yeah, I know your pictures. I like a lot of them. And yeah, I really want you to show us what you got. I want to also to show people your images. So yeah, while you can do that, while you share your screen, I can talk a bit about yeah, we met in Verona in a personal branding project. Um, and yeah, you offered to take also like photography of us. I will also remember like we were in the middle of the woods, taking pictures and being models like me, Anna, and Maria, to which we send our best regards. And yeah, yeah, I have very good memories from that project. Yeah. You don't want to say nothing. You don't have good memories of the project.
No,
No?
no,
Okay.
I have inside my heart.
Okay, okay, okay.
I have memories of the people. Of course, it's amazing when you can meet and make friendships that get along. Also, last years, it's very beautiful, amazing from Erasmus project. Regarding the project itself, I don't know if you remember, but I was very not triggered, but very worried about social media ethics, ethical parts.
Okay.
So it was like it was an ideological contest in this project.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
Yeah, I think it's also that part is also very it says a lot about you. I think the social ethics digital part, and I want to talk about that in the future
yeah,
also, yeah.
and if you remember, we did some group work together, and we have had the amazing idea to bring people into
Ah,
the
yeah.
wood.
I forgot about that.
So
Yeah. we had
to
these
reconnect.
intense activities with nature, and it was too intense. So
Yeah,
yeah, it escalated and people started
to
crying, getting
cry.
yeah, and getting very emotional. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's good,
but
but it's bad also. Yeah,
it was a bad moment for us
yeah, yeah, yeah.
to see. But at the end, I think also people came to us to say thank you to us for this moment, because maybe, maybe we are very focused on outside world a lot of times, that we forget to come into ourselves. So this moment was really powerful, because people were not used to reconnect, stay in the nature with intention. And I hope it was like a first beginning of something for someone. And
Yeah, even if
I
it's
hope
not
also,
conscious, yeah.
yeah, I hope to not create to have, that nobody was traumatized
Yeah,
by
traumatized. I was also thinking of traumatized, yeah. But sh show I really want to see your pictures. Show me.
Okay, I show you to you.
Yeah,
Okay,
from the Evan state of mind. I have like there are
okay,
some pictures from all your projects. There are some pictures that are very impactful to me. Very impactful.
okay. I will show you.
I remember like the one f with the man from the bridge, but I don't know if it's from this specific project.
No, it's not from this. It's from Ecology,
Okay,
another project.
okay. So these ones are from Evan state of mind.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm interested to hear what do you think when you see these images.
But okay. But all of them, or do you have any specific ones that you want me to comment?
What do you want?
No, you decide
You're free.
if you have, for example, I love this one, you know? This one is one that I really love. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
this is called the intuition.
What was
Um,
your ideas with
yeah,
this one?
all the project is made from deep six, so two images together.
Okay.
And in this visual dialogue, they represent one more ethereal dimension, and the other one external aspect of the world, so more grounded,
Okay.
so we can translate into what I see and what I feel inside. And there are some type of feelings that we cannot describe with words.
Okay.
And I'm in this project, I'm focusing on these particular feelings related to a kind of spiritual research, or inner research, we can say inner research.
Hmm.
Yeah, so looking inside and outside. Um,
But it
in
has to be a very conscious like because when we are, at least for me, when I also love this one, but when we are doing uh some kind of I don't know, for example, if I want to look at a photo and then feel something, or to think how do I feel, for me it's not something that it's very easy to do. You know, I have to think about how I feel and to, yeah, I don't know how is it for you.
It depends. This case, um, I have to say that this particular project was coming outside of me because of a very heavy situation happened in 2022. Like is a kind of therapeutic way to explore an inner research uh, regarding young man, like a
Okay.
friend
Okay.
that I knew that tragically passed away. And it was he was my age at that time, so for me was kind of a very heavy situation to handle, even if we were friends, but I was not a close friend to him. So a lot of part of his its life or reality, like I didn't know some of these parts, and I didn't know he was struggling.
Okay.
So for me, like I started to, with his death, I started to asking myself what was death, you know, where are we going, why such things happens, and so it was. This is a project that for me is trace of a starting journey. Like it was a lot of painful also. It was painful because mm, um, I was photographing things because I had to explain to myself this.
Yeah, and also accepting some emotions, no, or some and reality, that it's universal, that so
Yes, but the thing I like about all these pictures is the looking for something, something more, and not only this material life. So there is this hope that we can meet in another, I don't know, reality, in
okay.
another dimension, maybe.
Yeah, I think these
Uh,
ones they match very nicely.
mhm.
They are super warm and yeah, there's light in the
Yeah,
all of the darkness, yeah.
um, the title is Tornerà la primavera, Spring will
Will
come
come.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, will come. And for example, when I took this picture, they are my very close friends. And this actually was the first flower I saw, no,
Okay.
during the
Okay,
starting
okay.
spring, and I felt this relief. No, there was this emotional work, and then this relief, something that can be hopeful again. Um,
And I like, yeah,
yeah.
and we are it's fun because we are also like on the verge of spring coming in. It's very it's coming in and it's like I have this friend and we were talking about it one day that we start the year in January, né? Our year, but she says that for her the year only starts when the spring comes because it's a symbol of another cycle. So yeah, I think that idea also comes in the in that picture of something new is coming to life. Yeah.
As being, we are deeply connected to seasons, to natural rhythms. Our human rhythms are not very matching now, but yes,
Yeah.
maybe we have to return to this symphony of nature.
It's hard, no? With the cell phones and everything so technological, it's very hard. But yeah, this is your nonna?
Yes, this is my nonna,
Okay, okay,
and the day of her marriage, 20 years old, more or less, and
okay.
at her 80th birthday. No? And this is the closure photography at the end of the project. So it's like the time, the passing time, and we
Yeah.
we can do nothing about it. No, just accept it that we are just passing through this life, and I think it's very. I'm very attracted to death a lot, but not because but because I love life. No, I
Yeah,
love
yeah, yeah.
living,
Yeah,
and
but
I'm very.
that's nice. Like to say that I love that because I love living. It's a very nice yeah, way to see.
Yeah, because I'm very curious about what is it, what's her meaning, and how we can prepare to it.
Okay.
Because a lot of times, a lot of people are distracted during the day. We have phones, we have social media, we scroll, and we don't think about how our deepest fear. And one of the most biggest fear, like the most powerful one, is the fear of death, and it's in common, no, all of
Yeah,
us.
and I think it's also that, and also, for example, for me, turning old. Like turning old for me, it scares me a bit more than dying in this particular phase of my life. And you can see also the it's turning old. It's also the passage of time, and you can see that in the photo, you know, turning old. Yeah, like if someone would see the photo without this background from the artist, they could see like a lot of different things. And it's here, it's also like turning old, you know, turning old. Yeah. And do you have some turning old in Ecoetere, like something that you can compare or changed view? For example, we were talking about, you said that your views sometimes they change when you public when you make the your art public. So when you are comparing Ebony's state of mind to Ecoetere, do you have something that you see that some big change happened in you?
Yes. Hmm, I'm opening the folder. Mm, yes, a lot of changes because from heaven is a state of mind. As I said, it starts inner research, and more you look for something, and more you find.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But this, like equity, is a different approach related to this research of like something etherical. Huh?
Okay.
Um, can you see the
Yeah,
screen?
yeah, we can, I can see.
Okay. This project was related to contemplative practices and relationship with nature. So, for example, to take these pictures, I was meditating before. Okay,
Okay.
I was doing a meditative practice, and then I was looking for something to capture in nature. Okay, so it's an experimental project that combines two different practices, not only photography, but also meditation.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
So all the
and
photos you took, you were very calm, or
yes,
okay.
yes, calm and kind of connected to nature in a way that I was looking to it. Mm, but trying to not to think, okay,
Okay, okay, okay, okay.
just to calm my mind. And the interesting part is that nature was speaking to me.
Yeah, this is the one that I really love. I don't know if you can zoom in a little bit.
Yeah, this was one of
Yeah.
first one that I took.
Yeah, I don't know, like, those types of paintings where there's just like a woman in the bed and or a man in the bed and he's like looking at the bed and this one reminds me, but then it has the sun or I don't know, a lightning on the bottom of him. And for me, it's like you have lightning inside of you, but it's sometimes it's very hard to see. So yeah, when you took it, what came to your mind when you took the picture?
Mm, Usually I take the picture and then I edit it after some time. So it works as two different personalities.
Okay,
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 so
okay, okay,
when I'm taking pictures, I'm just observing what's around me. When I edit them, I let intention guide
okay.
the photography.
So when
The
you are
first,
taking the photo, it's more intuition.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay, okay,
I just maybe I get inspired by a moment, by something that I see, and I feel attracted to, and I take my camera. There are some periods of life, like times that I don't touch my camera for months. Okay.
okay, okay. But when you travel, do you like is something that you always take with you, like when you travel, or not so much?
It depends.
Okay,
Mm, Not so much, I will say. Not so much, because when I travel, I want to look at things like
okay,
without having the the thought the thought like okay, I have to shot this and take this to bring at home. No, just going with the flow. And also I love to capture things that I know, for example, places that I'm related to, like
okay,
I feel connected to. Um, but it depends about the time of my life, because it's not always the same.
okay,
Yeah, in having is a state of mind, I was bringing my camera at, every day with me.
okay,
Okay,
okay, okay.
I needed it, no, to to do this kind of therapy action.
And
Hmm.
you think your intuition goes more to a certain emotion of you that you want to express, or more to some details in the photo, or you think you go more, I this is very complex, but you think you go more inside or you go more outside, when you are thinking of shooting something?
It depends. There are different levels. Sometimes it is rare, but it happens. I have the image in my mind, like it came to me when I'm meditating or waking up from a dream, and I know that I have to create that image.
Okay,
Usually, I have to in another practice. I have to experiment a lot to have the final result.
okay.
Um,
Do
it
you do
depends.
you do you have here there more photos of Ecotere? Do you want to wrap it up so that we can be more full screen here and chatting? Yeah. There's also one that I really love, but I don't remember until I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I also like this
Uh,
one. Yeah. This one, yeah.
This one.
Yeah. Do you also have like a thing for birds or no? Because I do, I have a thing for birds, yeah.
Okay. Mm, uh, yes, but no, not particularly. Like
Okay.
in that case, this storm was flying like it was beautiful, like an I don't know how to describe it. It was like sometimes birds are I don't know giving us messages
Okay.
from their harmony, no? They are moving with this like collective consciousness. They are very connected to each other, like these geometrical forms, these aerodynamic uh, path that they do in the air. They speak to me in that sense, but if there is an element of nature that I feel more connected in this moment is water.
Okay.
In this moment,
Okay,
and I
okay.
want to get deep into it.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Yeah,
maybe yeah. After maybe there will be another thing. I will change my mind.
yeah, for
I don't
sure.
know.
I really me birds, they're like I really like the of course this is imagination, but they have the community aspect that they are in a community here, or maybe they are not, but I see a community here, you know, and I also like that even though they are in a community, they can have independence, you know, and they can fly to wherever they want if they want to take a break or no. But I think, yeah, we have 10 minutes. We can do another one, and then they have like both of these feelings, you know, that they belong and but they also exist apart from it. And when we compare that to our city life, yeah, I think that sometimes I really would like that, you know, because I feel they have I envy their sense of belonging, you know.
I totally agree.
Okay.
Totally, and it's very funny to observe the city from a higher perspective, from a rooftop.
Yeah, and
You
now we
know,
have drones and etc. But yeah, it's different.
and you see all these people doing their lives, and you think every person has his own life, his own reality, and I don't know. I feel a glitch in the matrix. I don't know. Like I'm here and there observing in this rooftop, and I see all the movements, and it's very like a particular experience because it change from physical. You can change your mental point of view, and it's we as animals are very funny to observe.
Yeah, they might call you a stalker, but yes.
No, and I was thinking about how nature, like vegetal world, works, and it's very amazing because plants have not ego. Animals,
Okay.
a little bit of ego they have. No, they have their particular characteristics. No, um, plants, no, they are in the vegetal world works interconnected. Every element is working for itself and other, no, others. So I was just walking morning in a park and thinking about this, and I remember I thought like that nature itself is way more higher intelligence, no, than us humans, and it's because it has no ego, so it's not limited, no, from an single point of view.
Yeah, I like to not see humans as separated, but we kind of separated, you know? So it's very hard now to say that we like I believe that we are from the same nature as the other things, but we created some and we evolved to have mind and to intellectualize and to know. So yeah, that creates a lot of difficulties in us to be one with nature or whatever you wanna, how you wanna say, yeah.
We have to calm our mind. That's a lot of times is I don't know the term, but full of uh, not useful things. Okay, like um, it's I cannot now find the term, but
It's okay, you can say
uh,
it in Italian also.
inquinata, inquinamento. Do you know in
Okay. Like
Portuguese?
inclined, I don't know.
No. Um, but
Drawn.
yeah, mm, it's like when we go to nature and it's very dirty, we say, let me check because I have in the point, of my song. Ah, pollution. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
What's this?
Pollution. Okay, okay.
Yeah, a mental pollution, no?
Okay,
We live
okay,
in a
okay.
mental pollution with a lot of external stimulus. So when we go to nature and we are not in a calm state of mind, we see, yeah, we see the nature, but like an object, okay, and we stay in our mind, we live in our mind. Oh, I have to do this tomorrow. I'm worried about this situation. Da, da, da. So are not in the present moment, and we cannot connect to this form of consciousness that lives in our biosphere, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So for
Yeah.
this reason, I'm really interested in contemplative practices like meditation, because I think it's a very useful tool to connect with life itself and nature, and to feel
And
nature
and
in a
ourselves
different way.
also, and ourselves, our body. Um, yeah, I really want to brainstorm with you because of your last year experience. Do you feel that like 200% for sure you contemplated more last year than the previous one or the previous ones, or not so much? If you want to show us a bit more images and then to return
Yeah.
to the screen, I think it's better.
Ah, because you okay, okay. Sorry, didn't know how Zoom works.
Yeah, everything's okay. Yeah, I also like this one of the sand,
Hmm.
and this one is very beautiful also.
I am going back. Yeah, I think Equator is a starting point for me. It's a series of photographies, and it's a starting point of a more deep project that I'm working on.
Okay.
It's a starting research. Yeah.
I really wanted to talk about your last year experience, you know, of 1 year without Instagram. So, yeah, how was it?
I needed it.
Yeah, I think we all do, we all need, but you were you took the courage, yeah.
Yeah, but It's very easy, when
Mm.
you get used to. It's very easy to stay
No,
without.
because you have, I don't know, you had to create a newsletter, you had to do a lot of things so that people would stay in touch with you, and especially when you have international friends. You don't have the number of everyone, so you have to be very prepared for that, no?
I have the number of everyone.
Okay, okay, okay.
Old manners. Give me your WhatsApp.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, I sometimes I send postcards.
Okay, wow.
I have
Yeah,
to
that
I have to do with you also.
yeah, you have to. I wanted to
I
do podcasts, but I'm not from I don't know, it feels I don't know, it's just very difficult.
was saying that for me, um, not having Instagram, not having, not last.
It's okay. I will cut this part. I'll cut this part. Yeah.
Um, for me, not having Instagram was easy because after the first what's happening?
I'm sorry. You know, I have this thing where I cannot control myself when it's laughing.
Okay,
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
okay.
So yeah.
Okay,
Ah, okay. Sorry. You can go.
you're welcome. So, for me, it was easy to detox from social media because after the first weeks, you lose the input to check the app, you
Okay.
know. So then your brain it gets used again to normal stimulation, like. And also in the past years, I took some detox weeks or months, so it was
Okay.
not something new for me. I decided intentionally to take a whole year.
Okay. Okay.
And but why you think it's difficult for you?
Uh, for example, when I want to do something around my area, I live in a suburb area, so nothing happens where I live. So when I want to know an event, a cultural event that is happening, or an agenda, or my university is doing some workshops or things, I need Instagram to go and see. Or if there's a bar that they are doing some cinema sessions, or if they are doing or even cinema. Yesterday I went to the cinema because the page that I follow, they put the cinema that they are going to have. So their agenda, their calendar is on Instagram. So yeah, yeah.
Okay, but if it's only for this, like what I have is a smaller account, very old account with very few friends, like I don't know, 10, 20 people. And when I had to check this, I was with in the browser, like just checking and then going outside. And I was not posting anything except for like the last months because I wanted to get used again and most importantly to observe how I was feeling
Okay.
to it, because there are a lot of triggers, anxiety, social, like social dynamics, self-value, no,
Okay. So
self-esteem.
you think
Sorry,
you can live with Instagram now in a more healthy way now? A lot more healthy than you did before.
totally.
Okay.
The
Tell
first,
tell us the secrets. Yeah. What are the
yeah,
secrets?
the first day that I was coming back at the beginning of this year, I was feeling very bad because I wasn't used anymore. with a lot of information, and like also they are very catchy. And
Okay.
to be like reels, so to be to engage you, they have to be a lot of faster, with a lot of colors, fonts, visual hooks, and for my brain was not good to handle it. And then I get used because I just like, for example, I don't have the app on the phone, the
Okay.
Instagram app. I don't have. Of course, I don't have TikTok, of course, and I will never have it. Um, I just check Instagram in my computer or from the browser, like Google. And when I have to post something, I download and then I delete it, because if I have the app, my finger just
Yeah.
go there.
Yeah.
And yeah, and also I have some time limitation, like half an hour or 45 minutes per day maximum. But some
Yeah.
days I use it more, it depends. But usually I stay into this range, and it's good. I think it's
Yeah,
good.
I have the Instagram limitation, so I have like 45 minutes also limit diary, but I pass it and I put like remind me in 15 minutes because someone is talking to me on Instagram like where we going to meet for the run or where we are going or what are you doing this weekend. So it's difficult and maybe I think it would be easier if we in the community we would see that important things we only talk in WhatsApp or number, and for Instagram okay you can send a reel or you can send more non-important things so that we would not also check it for emergencies, you know, or for practical things. But for example, I also have this app that is Screen Zen. I don't know if you heard it. And Screen Zen helps you to block certain apps on your phone or to put like, for example, when I open Instagram, I have to add the task to my task list, you know? So it creates a lot of mechanisms that are good for you to I don't know, create that type of balance between your life. But I end up just going to the thing where it blocks and I put stop blocking for 1 hour. And yeah, because I need to talk to someone or I'm gonna check if my post someone commented something, you know. So it's very hard. I don't know.
Yeah, it's dopamine addiction,
Yeah,
basically.
probably, yeah.
Basically, yeah, my friends knows that if they write to me on Instagram, I will answer like 3 hours later or the next day. I educate people,
Okay, yeah,
but
that's a good approach, yeah.
also I prefer to call friends to know what they are doing, also emotionally, because maybe we have the illusion that with the social media we are like informed about others' lives. In reality, it is not, because a lot of things like are just for the public, and friendships has to be cultivated once in 6 months, once in a year per year, with the friends that international friends, the numbers of friends of course is lower with this
Yeah.
mechanism, but it's deeper.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel sometimes I feel that I'm always trying to keep everyone on the low bar. So, you know, imagine I have 10 of energy friend to give and I will go to the friend that I've been lacking with, and I would give, okay, take one energy bar because I don't want to lose your friendship. And then, but every friend is going to the low, you know, because I'm giving to the low energy one. So the friend that I've met and that I has 8 or 9 bars, I'm not giving it so much attention because I want to save the other friendships. but then it goes in a cycle that it's permanent, that I'm always trying to save friendships, and I cannot maintain that intimate level, you know?
Also, because we can handle just like a number of friendships. It's limited. Like
Yeah,
yeah.
but it's, I don't know, you don't want, it's hard to say, like, you meet someone in a conference or something, you're not gonna say, sorry, I have 10 friends already, I don't have energy. Like, you're not gonna do that. And sometimes you meet people that they are so cool, you know? So, yeah, yeah, I don't know.
But then it comes naturally, you know. Some friendship, you lose some friendships, you have new friendships. Just I don't know. I stopped to put a lot of effort in it. Is okay, going with the flow, and
Oh,
people surprise me a lot of times, like without me doing nothing, you know, to keep them. And social media is good for networking, for to keep in contact with people that you know, but friendships is another thing, you know.
yeah,
And also,
I agree, but I don't think that perception is in our social perception of social media. Yeah.
yeah. Also, when I came back to social media, I unfollowed a lot of people or pages, content creators, because not because I was it was something like bad between us, or, but because they were people that I was not in contact for a lot of years. Okay, and for me, it's this topic to see all the updates of a person that I don't have in my real life. And so I decided to keep some facts private. Also, I don't want to know, like the other person. If we met in a street, okay, it's beautiful and wonderful to have a conversation and to update in person. No, we lose it. No, we are losing it. So yes, also when I use social media, I try to share my work, but not my personal life. I just made like some list of points that I want to share, and I some things that are private totally.
Yeah, I understand that. But for example, I'm watching a series now, and it's like it involves murder and a lot of solving things. And one of the ways they find people that are doing bad things, it's through Facebook. So they would search his name on Facebook, and he would see, oh yeah, he's from this part of the world, and oh, and he has this friend, and yeah, it makes you think like, what do you share? What do you want to share? But for example, I talked this with some older people. For us, it's very difficult to know like what thing can you share, what thing do you want to share, you know, like how do you get to the criteria? Because if we don't share that we went to the cinema or we went to this uh, event, people cannot reach to you, or they cannot know that you have so many things in common, you know? So yeah.
Yeah, but I put first my inner self to the external social mask that all we all have, you know. I have one, and everyone has one. But I have to prioritize my inside harmony. So when I decide to share, I decide before. Like I make a editorial plan about things that I want to share with the world and not related, because also I share art, my kind of, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
is art. And I don't want to make something for the audience, or because I know that this type of content is working, is engaging others. Not interesting anymore for me. I don't play this game with the with the meta thing, you know. And
Uh-huh.
when I have to think about my personal life, uh, I took off all the things that make me feel dopamine. Not all, because it's impossible if you use it,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
but things that when I post it makes me feel like anxiety or excitement to see the news, the comments, the likes. Not sharing a lot my photos, like my face or me in a good day, okay, with makeup, ta ta ta, because I don't know, I want to take this part private, because judgment of other people can I feel can affect me, and it's something very personal. Everyone has his own limits and things. I just watched and felt the effects on me, and decided what I wanted to take and or take it off. And
Yeah, I think
yeah,
it's actually a self-esteem also. Like you are defining the limits where this is something that is ever public, this is something that is ever private, this is something that I'm showing my friends, this is something that I'm showing my close friends, this is something that I'm only talking in person. And yeah, I think that awareness is very important. And do you think that you want like the photography, this mindfulness of social media? So in photography, I see aesthetics. In social media, I see trying to look deep in things. So you think it all comes from philosophy, or at least some I don't know, some philosophy background or something like that you had before?
no, I always had. I remember like talking with friends, you know, about life, about things. But at some point, I wanted to have a deep base, cultural base, to get more into and to say things that are true.
Yeah,
No,
correct. Yeah.
yeah, correct.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
And
but I see that as a bit of philosophy. Like even if you don't know, like you had that care, it's a care for others, as in like you want to, you don't want to fool anyone. You want to be ethical. You want to, I don't know.
yeah, it's for some people it's difficult to be my friends because I'm very deep, and this can be amazing, but also needs a lot of effort. You know, sometimes it's good to have like the chat and but all my friends know, like they know me well, people that know me well, that we talk about deep things, no, and because I'm very interested into it, into them, and I don't know, it's natural for me. I understood that it's not natural for other people. For me, talking, I don't know. When I talk, I want to talk about something meaningful, to not
Yeah.
waste time or energy. And of course, this reflects also on social media. I'm sharing things that I think can be interesting or helpful.
Yeah.
This is everyone has his own personality or aspects.
Yeah, but I don't know because, for example, when we talked in Verona about Gurdjieff and something mystical and at least okay, even maybe I also like looking deeper in things or seeing the invisible things that we have in culture or society or to think a little bit more. But I feel that this aspect of trying to see change or trying to see beautiful things, also maybe not philosophy, but literature, for example, or imagination. I was always a person that was imagining a lot, even if it's not like normal way of images and people, as in I think more with words, but I would imagine a lot. Is that the same for you also since you are a child or not so much?
Like imagination,
Literature,
yes.
literature, or doesn't mean literature like books. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. And also without social media, my like numbers of book per year
Okay.
improve. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But
Okay.
yes, of course. But do you feel that studying philosophy has changed you?
Yes, but not the philosophy like academic, you know? Not maybe more specific, maybe more how you look through things as an attitude, as a ethical also kind of way, not so much as yeah, because I had that illusion or I had that idea that people that are going to read more, they are going to be more heartwarmed or but yeah, then I met people that know a lot of things and they are arrogant and they don't treat people well. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Actually, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, and do you have some like specific Italy things that you wanna broadcast?
Yes. And, you know, I don't
Carbonara.
know if
I
I no.
okay, okay. Tell me.
I don't know if I talked you about it, but I think yes, because it's a very common thing. It's I want to share for people that are not Italian, our international friends, musician and yes, how can I say compositore? Okay,
Compositore. Yeah.
okay, and a singer. Okay, his name is Franco Battiato,
Okay.
the
Franco
master.
Battiato.
Yes. If
Okay.
you want to listen to some Italian music, I recommend Franco Battiato. Now he's dead. Okay, he died. He died in 2022, and I recommend to you the album that is called La Voce del Padrone,
Okay.
and his music is mystical, very philosophic. He has this particular atmosphere, and it's another level of music. And listening to his music, I got interested into the text. So if you have the possibility, read or translate the text because they are really uh, interesting. And he is making a lot of connections between philosophy and like also mysticism. So from Cobattiato, I knew Gurdjieff,
Okay.
and I started to study Gurdjieff, and then I got very passionate about philosophy, and I decided to study philosophy.
Okay.
So yes, so
Okay.
yeah,
It was your beginning.
yeah, and yeah, he's a very good musician. So please
Yeah. I
listen to
had
Franco Battiato.
I will, I will. Oh yeah, I have two questions, okay, for us to wrap up. So one was it's improvised because yesterday I was yesterday I was in an exposition of a friend of mine that she does tours in Lisbon, like and she's trying a bit to trade the concept. Usually guided tours are for people that are foreigners or people that are not from the place, and she's trying to do guided tours for people that are from the city. So so that they also like sometimes you pass through things and you don't know like what are you seeing or what is the historical or the concepts. So yeah, she's doing a tour that it's called uh, Dona del Me País or something like that. You know, so mulheres from Do Meu País. It's inspired in a book from a feminist that we had in Portugal, that she took a lot of portraits from women working in the fields, or working in labor associated to men, for example, in a very young stage of civil rights for women, so under dictatorship in Portugal. And yesterday we were talking about Portuguese women, and we started from kings, queens, princesses, etc. And then we went for more uh, alive, or women that were in justice or were killed. So a lot of important women. So yeah, I want to ask you if you want to highlight one, or I don't want to be mean and ask you just one and you, yeah, but if you wanted to highlight a woman that was important to you, or an Italian woman that, or whatever. So yeah, if you wanted to highlight, it can be from any area, whatever you want to. Yeah.
It's plenty of
Yeah, I know,
women.
but I know, but
Yeah, but if I have to say one that we were also talking about, but off camera some time ago. Um, One that is very interesting to me in this moment is Hildegarda
okay.
of
Yeah, you told me.
Bingen.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Hildegarda di Bingen in italiano. She was woman into ecclesiastic politics. No, she was a woman of power at some point of her life. But she was a lot of different things, like a monk, um, a doctor, like a philosopher, a mystic too, in the medieval Middle Ages. And it's rare to have to see a type of woman like her in that period, but it's very fascinating. And she had these visions, and with the help of the assistant, she wrote all these mystical visions in a manuscript, and it's filled with a lot of beautiful images, very suggestive, also from an artistic point of view.
Okay.
Uh,
If you have the PDF or something, send me or something.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And yeah, and well, I don't know, she's amazing, and I want to get
Okay.
too deep into the study. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. And so my final question is to be like, what are you? So it's one question with two different aspects. Yeah. So one is, what are you looking for now? You know, like in your daily life. So what is your main research? But doesn't need to be research as in the word. It's very heavy. Just as it can be beauty, it could be whatever you want to say. And then what is the thing that you do to maintain the focus on that, you know?
Mm. I think my main interest now is, except the life interest, okay, so my projects, etc., is like to understand how reality works, how the world works, what are the connections, also invisible connections between the inside and the outside world. So I'm with the two points of view. I'm living. One is pointed outside, so to see the economical, political aspects. Okay, and one is inside, so to see what kind of emotion are passing through me, and yeah, how these two different side of life are interconnected, and I'm seeing a lot of synchronicity between things. So some facts that seems like coincidence, and in reality it is a Jungian yeah, term.
Symbol.
Yeah. And it seems like coincidence, but in reality they are very deep connected, no? It's a kind of way to life to tell you something, like, and to give you the right perspective during the path. And how I do to maintain the focus. I I try to be very centered. Okay, so to understand how I work, and what are the situation that make me more centered, and other, and to avoid situation like, for example, for me can be crowded situation with a lot of people, for example, or techno parties. I'm sorry, but I can't handle them. And yeah, just to create my reality, which I'm in harmony with things that I have to do in my life, to listen to my rhythm, simply.
Okay. Okay, very nice, yeah. Very nice. So now, if you want to show us how we can see your photograph works, or if you are doing something extra now that you want to share, you can see, and we can see at it, and
Okay,
and
so
I'm looking. Tell
but
me.
after what we have said about social media and Instagram, I can only share with you my Instagram. So you can text me and I will not answer to you.
Okay.
No, no. Um, yeah, I will. Yeah, I will link my Instagram just because it's like a digital space, so where you can find all like a portfolio, okay, a digital portfolio, and this is, so look for Eva Venzo,
Mm-hmm.
and you can find here all my photographies and works.
You have a link tree, right? Yeah.
I have a link tree. Yeah.
Yeah. I really like Linktree, something where you can put all the things and organize it, and if people are curious, they can see. Um, yeah, yeah.
Yes. And now I'm making my website,
Okay.
but it's taking a little bit.
Yeah, like good things. Yeah, Rome wasn't built in one day, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah.
Okay, B. Well, to me,
Okay.
it was very good. I was eager to talk to you for a long time. And yeah, it was very nice to have you. And yeah.
For me too. And thank you for inviting me. And yeah, it was funny and chill, as I expect from a Portuguese.
A special one, huh? Yeah.
How do
Olha,
you say like this?
ciao Eva. Stay fine,
Ciao.
B. E c'è, ecco, yeah. E ways.